I think one of the most important elements is getting representation, because inspiration goes such a long way. I know that I wouldn't be sat here today if I hadn't been inspired by Shah running as mayoral candidate when she was also a young woman. And through that representation, we can make sure that we're getting our voices heard.
You know, politics may be a dirty word at the moment in this country, but actually most of us here, I mean not all of us here, I believe, are doing it because we want to make a difference to our communities, make a difference to the country. And therefore, you know, it's really important that we go out and tell our story, tell some of the things that we're doing. In one of my schools in Chiswick, I did a session on domestic violence and sexual violence in conflict. And because I talked about, you know, forced marriage, female genital mutilation, you know, boys and girls were really involved in the discussion, asked brilliant questions. So I think if we take them the issues, then that is more likely to be things that they'll engage in, rather than just the typical old-fashioned fighting one against another on a party political basis.
The wider question, I think it's incredibly important to have women making decisions. And I always say when I go into schools a lot, you know, get to places where you can make decisions. If you're not there raising the issues that are particular to your gender, they can and do get overlooked. And I think that's really important.
We do see ourselves as the political wing of the women's movement, that actually the women's movement needs politics. It needs people to be elected to get in there and to fight for that change. And I certainly see my mission as what you've actually said is not actually happening. So clearly the job is not yet done. And as to the answer, will more women vote at the next general election? You know, it's a judgment on us. It's our failure if they don't, because we're politicians and we need to inspire that confidence and belief that this is a democracy which will deliver for women as well as for men.